Check out the forecast from Angie Lassman. Angie, another wet weekend. Come on.
I know. At this point, people are going to start asking the Pope for prayers for some sunshine for the Northeast. Guys, 8 in a row. I know it's not what you want to hear if you live in the Northeast, but unfortunately, it's what you're going to get. We've got some showers and some thunderstorms that we're going to track across a couple of spots across the country here this morning. But specifically, most of the heavy rain is draped from Ohio, stretching back to Massachusetts. We're going to be in and out of the rain through the day today, and we've already got some flood alerts that are up at this point. Notice they do include Washington, D.C., Richmond, Norfolk. It's going to last through the day today. You can see these additionally were added across parts of Pennsylvania, including Williamsport. And this is going to be kind of the setup through the rest of your Saturday. We'll have some dry periods in some spots. So places like Boston, who have actually seen 14 weekends in a row of rain, you're going to see kind of a bit of a break as we get into the later parts of your Saturday. Notice New York City, even into the evening hours, a little bit of a break, but we're specifically going to see that localized flooding centered across parts of the mid-Atlantic. So that's something to watch through the day today. By tomorrow, still some rain around for that same region, but we'll also see the showers and potentially thunderstorms across parts of the mid-Atlantic and stretching down to the southeast. We'll see some storms for Virginia, North Carolina that could pack a punch with some of those elevated winds. So heads up there. Otherwise, by the time it's all said and done through the weekend, upwards of 3 to even close to 5 inches of rain possible. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's a look at your forecast, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, still here to come. The latest on the Karen Reed
Messages. People want to know about the Father's Day forecast. Help us out.
Listen, I've got some good news for the dads in some spots, maybe in one specific half of the country. It's better than others, especially if you're looking for the summertime heat. That is all centered out west. We're talking about kind of cool and pretty fall-like conditions across parts of the northern tier of the plains. We've got the Great Lakes only topping out into the mid-70s, running below normal, but all of that warmth. Places like Denver, 93 degrees. We're running above average in Albuquerque. Even Oklahoma City gets up into those high 80s today. We keep that trend going for tomorrow, and it's the triple digits for Albuquerque. It's the high 80s for Omaha. And then we kind of keep the general cool air in place, or cooler than normal air, I should say, for places like Boston that just get a high of 66 degrees in the middle of June. But don't worry, we're going to see some improvements. Some of that warmth will start to spread a little farther to the east. We've got high 80s by the time we get into the middle of the week for parts of the Great Lakes. And even back to the 80s we go in New York City by Wednesday. But how about Father's Day? Yes, the all-important forecast. We do have good conditions for our dads in Dadville, New York. How about that? 75 degrees, mostly sunny. You're going to be able to get out on the golf course if that's what you want to do there. A little bit of a different story for parts of the mid-Atlantic south. Notice all the rain. That's going to be indoor plans for sure. Bowling Green, Kentucky ends up into the low 80s. We've got Grandfather, North Carolina into the low 70s. But Kingman, Arizona looks pretty good. 103 and full of sunshine. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's a look at your forecast, guys.
I like Wisdom, Montana.
How about Supaloa, Hawaii?
Oh, okay. That's all good.
No? You didn't seem convinced. All right.
My kids would disagree on the wisdom idea here. Just ahead, what you should be thinking about before you click We are back with this morning's pop star. Joe, what do you have? All right, so exactly, no kidding, exactly.
I can't believe he's only being knighted now.
Right.
I feel like,
you would think it would have happened like 20 years ago, right? Congrats to them. All right, up. That feels cruel,
This
right?
is what I'm thinking. Like, hands off Mama Kelsey.
Unless she's the traitor, and who would suspect Mama Kelsey, right? All right.
Gonna be a good one.
Thank you so much. Still to come right here, a visit to the Penguin Retirement Home, delighting.
Welcome back. Well, after a long, fulfilling life full of hard work, we all like to look forward to a nice, peaceful retirement. Turns out it goes for penguins, too.
So that's why there is a special island at the New England Aquarium in Boston just for their senior citizens, and it's making a very big difference for these endangered birds.
you could say they're penguining at life.
Very well done. NBC's Ann Thompson has more.
That's what I call some good senior living. All they need is shuffleboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly, some bridge.
Floating along.
That is going to do it for us on a Saturday morning. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. But before we leave, to our favorite father on set. We thought we would get you just a little something. What would you want on Father's Day
My
other
children.
than a picture of us?
You are old enough to be my dad, so this works.
That's not okay to say. That's not okay
Happy
to say.
Father's Day, Peter.
Happy Father's
all of our
Day.
dads
Love you well, and those at home have a great Father's Day weekend.
Enjoy.
That's a great shot.
Great pic of us, huh? Hanging in your house.